Namaste, good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kassandra, and I'm going to take you through a quick morning yoga class to help stretch out your body and get you really clear, focused, and energized for the day ahead. We'll begin sitting in any way that is comfortable to you. Just think of rolling your shoulders down and away from your ears, lengthening through your spine. And you might even close your eyes here if it's comfortable. Feeling your breath travel all the way down to your low belly. And this can be a breath that anchors you to the ground. And we'll just start to trace some little half moon circles with the head, stretching a little bit into the neck so you can drop your head to one side and slowly lower chin down towards your chest. Tilting back up. And just keep going and doing this at your own pace. Try not to round or slouch. So your spine is staying nice and tall, really just working on the neck and top of the shoulders. Still breathing deeply in and out through your nose, relaxing your jaw. Take about one more half circle on each side. And we'll bring our head all the way back up through to center. Just a little seated cat and cow. As you inhale, open up through your chest and think of squeezing your shoulder blades behind you. And then exhale, round and contract and draw up your head. So inhale and exhale. Two more here. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Coming all the way back to neutral, go ahead and open up your right leg out to the side. And we'll take a little side bend here. So your right hand can go down the leg, left arm reaches all the way up and over. So really nice side body stretch. Think of pushing your left hip down into the floor. Roll your left shoulder back. So we're not folding towards the leg just yet. Really focusing on the side body stretch. And coming all the way back up, let your left hand go back behind you. Reach your right arm up and over. Press and lift up through your hips. And let your hips come back down. This time face over towards your right leg and just find a passive fold. So first thing in the morning, you might find that your hamstrings are really tight. So try not to push or pull in this one. Just letting gravity do the work for us, stretching along the spine at the same time. And you can use this time on the mat to start thinking about how you want your day to go, really setting the tone and setting an intention for the day ahead. I usually encourage choosing one word that captures how we want our day to go. And start to lift all the way back up. Before we go to the other side, you're just going to cross your right foot over the top of your left thigh and make sure you can ground both hips here into your twist. Right hand goes behind you, draw the right shoulder back. And try to keep your spine tall and straight. No rounding, no slouching. Keep pulling your thigh in towards your belly. And we'll release, opening up to the second side. So go ahead and extend your left leg out. And we'll begin with our side bend first. Right arm reaches all the way up and over again. Roll your right shoulder back. Try not to tense up your neck. Reach out a little longer into our baby wild thing. Right hand behind you. Bring those hips up as you reach your left arm all the way up and over. Pushing into the hips a little bit for this counter stretch. And now we'll fold directly over towards our left leg. Passive forward fold. So no muscular strength required here. Just soften into the pose. Totally normal for one leg to feel tighter than the other. One more big breath here. And carefully coming out, and we'll find a seated twist. So you can cross your left foot over the top of your right thigh. Really press that left hip down. And as you hug that left thigh in, you're trying to draw your left shoulder back behind you, opening through your chest while growing a little bit taller. Sometimes it helps to pull the belly in. And let's release. We'll find our first downward facing dog. Hands shoulder width distance apart, fingertips spreading wide. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips up and back. And move in any way that feels really good here. Don't worry about having your heels touch the floor. It truly does not matter. See if you can lengthen out your arms and your spine a little bit more. And go ahead and walk your feet forward to the top of the mat. Find a ragdoll fold. So you can bend your knees a lot here, maybe holding on to your elbows, maybe even swaying a little bit side to side. And release the arms down, bend your knees a little more and roll all the way up to stand. Really push into your heels to do this. Coming all the way up. And we'll find our Sun Salutation B. Beginning in your chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend the knees, hug in through your inner thighs, reach your arms up. Big inhale here. And as you exhale, fold and release. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your palms, step your feet back to plank pose before lowering all the way to your belly. Find your cobra on the inhale, open up through your chest, roll your shoulders back. Exhale to lower, downward facing dog. And from this downward dog, you're gonna step your right foot forward in between your hands, back heel at a 45-degree angle, hips, shoulders, chest face forward. Warrior one. And I'm holding this one for a few breaths here rather than going directly in the flow. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Reach your tailbone towards the floor. Sink your hips a little bit deeper. Really stretching into that back foot, the back ankle, the calf. And circle the palms down, take your flow. So inhale to plank pose. Exhale to lower, either all the way or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. And we'll find warrior one on the second side from here. So this time step your left foot in between your hands. Back foot is at about a 45-degree angle, so you want that back heel to be grounded. And as you lift up, arms can extend as well. Think of toning the navel back, broadening through your chest, and really bending into that front knee, trying to keep that knee pointing towards the second and third toe, so not wobbling side to side. Starting to ask yourself what word you want to pick for your day. And let's bring our hands down to the floor. One more flow here. Plank pose. Lowering down. Cobra or upward dog. Our last downward facing dog. Take a moment to linger here as you reach back through your heels. Spreading your fingertips wide. And let's bring our knees down to the floor. Keep your hips over your knees and just walk your hands out in front of you. Anahata Asana, puppy pose. Try to soften through your chest. Breathe in through your upper back. Feel your rib cage expand. And you can just send your hips back towards your heels, taking a little seed, child's pose, balasana, arms reaching back behind you, palms facing up. And using this as a moment to really connect and checking in to see how you feel this morning, how you would like the rest of your day to go. And choosing one word that represents this intention. And bring your arms back in front of you so you can press the lift up, taking a seat. So these short morning classes, I always finish them seated rather than lying down in Shavasana, but you're welcome to lay down if you prefer that. Hands joined together at the front of your heart. Roll your shoulders back. Slowing down your breath. And committing to this intention. We'll close our practice with the chant of Om one time. Inhale to chant. Big breath in. Om. Bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for doing this morning yoga practice with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what word you've chosen by leaving me a comment below. If you'd like to stay longer on your mat, this would be a great 5-minute affirmation meditation to do to really set the tone for the day ahead. Do subscribe to my channel. I put out new classes multiple times a week, and I would love to practice with you every single morning. Thank you again. Namaste.